And welcome to this live, guys. I've been doing really well on YouTube. Don't know why, but the past, oh gosh, probably like 2 months, 3 months now, been doing really well. So thank you all for your support. I just wanted to say that first and quickly get that off my chest. I am shirtless because, like, why not? Also, this is about a apparently LGBTQ plus topic that August the Duck brought up, and since I'm gay, I'm gonna be shirtless for this. Also, I'm just straight up recording it on a separate webcam device, so I can do edits like 4K quality and do cool effects. Like, yeah. But this is another WTF episode because this just came out like a few days ago and I just found this out. Hey Amy, hi Electro, welcome. So we'll see where this goes in terms of the actual perspective and content. I'm gonna actually, I can just download this video itself. That's so stupid. Probably end up doing that and just, or I can just put my face in here. I'll just do that. I'll put my face in there when I edit this. Hey, Amy, welcome to the stream. Hi, Amy, the Blood Wolf Army the Blood Wolf. Hi, Amy. Hi, all. Hi. I've only seen like 2 minutes of this episode, so
like this is
so yeah. Wish me good luck. From what I heard, the first 2 minutes he was defined by as Andrew Tate, so I'm not really clicking on his title. It's based off what August the Duck said, and I haven't really looked into this other than Myron Gaines is an influencer mostly known for the Fresh and Fit podcast. Recently claimed that living with women made you gay man. And I posted a comment here. I was like, as a gay furry, being gay has nothing to do with whether you live with someone. Who you live with is not the same as what you feel or do with the person you like or love. So, that's what will define a person if they're gay, straight, or probably LGBTQ, not who you live with. Because gays live with women. You can be bisexual and still live with women, and so. No. Alright, let's check it out.
like this shouldn't be like some weirdo. Do not live with your girl, bro. Don't do it. Well, Myron, I want to get sex. Like I want to be able to hang out with her and watch movies. No. Well, Myron, I live with a girl. That actually makes me less gay.
Oh, just realized. Is my Discord linked? Oh, is this my Discord?
No, it makes you very gay.
I fucked up.
Hey, guys, for the last.
No, hold up. I gotta fix this.
Like 7 years or so, it has essentially been my job to go onto the internet and...
I gotta fix this. Hold up. The audio thing is fucked up. Give me a minute. Wait, guys. I can fix this audio. Is it this one?
and find a stupid...
This one. Oh, it's this one. Okay, now I can't hear. Hold up, guys. I need to fix this. I need to switch my thingamajig. I did it right. Pause! Why does this sound like an echoey likey? I fixed it. I just need to fix my audio. That one. And okay, so I fixed the audio.
About a lot of stupid...
And I can't hear that. Oh, now it's muted. I'm working on it. Give me a minute. I'm working on it. Oh my god, how do I fix this?
shit. And, you know, it gets to a point where you really...
Alright, that's muted.
start to feel like you've just seen it all. Like, there's nothing really left to surprise you, nothing to catch you
There goes that. Let's try this.
off guard. And right
I cannot hear it. All right. Great. It was a brief moment for me. I thought it was my phone being an idiot. No, it's technology being a complete asshole, and I don't know what's going on here. So,
right when you finally
I guess I'm.
start to feel confident with that assessment, some guy gets in front of a camera and says that it's gay to marry a woman, and you gotta start all over again. Over the last 10 years, online discourse about what makes a man gay has become so unbelievably absurd that I honestly believe if you had a time machine and you went back 10 years ago today.
Okay, so this is how I'm gonna do it for right now because I don't know what's going on with the audio. Wonder if I can like fix that later.
And you uploaded a skit onto YouTube of you just saying the bullshit that manosphere guys say these days.
Whatever, we'll work that.
About like what makes you a man or what makes you gay. Anybody who was unfortunate enough to come across that skit would think that you were genuinely fucking insane, that you had lost your mind. And the reason that I say that is because the other day I came
Hi Crimson, welcome to the stream by the way.
across a clip from Myron Gaines. If you don't know who Myron Gaines is, basically he's like if Ben Shapiro and Andrew Tate had a baby that grew up and unfortunately discovered podcast equipment. Yeah, that's basically Myron Gaines. I came across a clip from one of his streams where he claims that living with a woman makes you gay. No, I'm not. Well, actually, I am paraphrasing. He didn't say gay. He used a different word. But the idea was that living with a woman as a man makes you a gay man. And it's just like, I think we're here, guys. This is it. This is the point of no return. We have gotten to a point where people are either just actually this fucking insane that they can say stuff like this and really believe it, or we're living in a time so crazy that people feel the need to say stuff like this, even if they don't really buy into it, just so they can stand out. Because you have to say shit like this these days to stand out.
I mean, I'm not saying stuff like that, and I stand out, but that's only me being a fucking twink and me doing some non. You know what? Okay, I stand out because I'm a furry. I do skits and I show my cute body off in a YouTube TOS safe way. Till it's not. Till someone's like, "Oh, I've gone that far one time, and luckily, people told me I was like, yes, I'm saved." That shit was dangerous. Doggy bone. Oh, I love doggy bone. God, doggy bones are great. Oh, I have a doggy bone with me, by the way. I do. Ugh. See, I have a squeakable. Oh. That's loud. Does that work? Okay. Get back to the doggy bone. Anyway, if no one likes me, that doggy bone is gonna come at you and you can get bit slapped for not liking likey. Or I could just ignore you and ban you. That's my solution. I had big brain solution. Listen, as a doggy floof, I have brain power to think of doggy stuff. That's about it. I won't think about doggy stuff. It includes tail waggies, you know, chewing on toys, looking at beans, looking at yummy oranges that look like balls. Not that kind of balls. You know, those balls are not oranges. They're not orange. Okay? Last time I checked. They're not. Okay? But they are yummy oranges. They're really, really yummy.
Either reality is too good, I don't think. Now, normally, I don't really platform shit like this on the channel, but when I saw this clip, it was just so outlandish that I couldn't help myself, I'm not gonna lie. I tracked down the original stream and got some context for before and after the clip because the clip itself was only like 25 seconds and it was also maybe the worst quality I've ever seen from a clip ever. Had to watch a lot of the stream to get this for you guys, so hope you're happy. Let's begin.
Hopefully you didn't suffer too long, because August the Duck does a lot of stuff to go through some of this content.
I'm just going to say this because it came up a couple of days ago, right? Andrew Tate was talking about, like...
he mentioned... Okay, so August the Duck did not mention Andrew Tate. He mentioned Andrew Tate, first of all. Is Andrew Tate still around? Hold up, I haven't even looked. Is Andrew Tate... Because you can't... I don't believe YouTube unbanned Andrew Tate. I thought he was in jail. 38-year-old. Damn, bro. Holy shit, he 38-year-old and he already went to jail? Let's see news. Oh. Oh. Oh shit. Oh! Wait, are we talking about like the PG kind or the not PG kind? About the... So it's this douchebag who degrades women and people in general. This guy's a bastard, a woman bastard. He's a woman hater, straight up. That's who he is. So yeah, he's the other version of the recent case the U.S. is trying to not publicize. I don't know what recent case that we're talking about, but.
like having the HQ with the boys, right? And Nick Fuentes talked about it as well. And I saw a lot of people like, oh, that's weird, that's gay, living with your friends or whatever. Yo, I've been telling you guys this shit for years. Do not live with your woman. Like, this shouldn't be like some weirdo shit. Guys, this. And I saw a lot of people like, oh, that's weird, that's gay, living with your friends or whatever. Yo, I've been telling you guys this shit for years. Do not live with your woman.
Okay, but if you're living with your friends, that's different. How did you transition from living with the women to gay people to living with your friends? Where's the sequential logic in that sentence that you just made? I would like to know. Really, really bad.
Like, this shouldn't be like some weirdo shit. Do not live with your girl, bro. Don't do it. Well, Myron, I want to get sex. Like, I want to be able to, like, you know, hang out with her and watch movies. No. 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 I'm going to tell you why. Living with your girl is going to make you a fucking shit. Okay? It's going to make you a fucking shit.
All right. So
it's going to make you... What? No. If you live with the person that you love and you're dating other people, that's called a poly relationship. Right? Or it's called open relationship if you're just having fun with other people. Okay? Nothing wrong with that. Can it get complicated? Hell yeah. Is there favoritism involved with poly relationships? Yeah, definitely. I will never be in poly relationships, bro. Never be. It's too complicated. I can't deal with it. Hey, Jonathan, it's all good. It's all good. I hope your lunch was great. Oh no, I'm so sorry you're sick. Hope you feel better.
So, I don't really have any skin in the game on such a topic. I personally do not give a single shit about who you live with, whether you want to live with your girlfriend, whether you want to live with a bunch of your friends, whether you want to live with some person you met off Craigslist. I don't really fucking care. However, just as a human with what I hope is a functioning brain, might not be after how much of this shit-ass podcast I had to watch. At one point, this guy was advocating to bring back slavery. I mean, it's really something. The idea...
Damn. Going to Andrew Tate's here.
That living with a woman, and as he just said, living with a woman with the goal of having sex with that woman frequently is somehow the behavior of a gay man, yet a grown-ass man having what he calls an HQ with the boys isn't? I mean, that's something. I don't really know what you'd call that. Maybe like mental gymnastics, maybe the result of like a lifetime of coping.
Having frequent sex doesn't make you gay or not gay, just because you like sex. It actually has nothing to do with what gender you like. It partially does, but I mean, gays have had sex with straights, and straights have had sex with gays, so pick your battle here. Don't put yourselves through that. No. My best advice when it comes to a relationship, it's easier to stick with one person. And again, if you want to be in an open relationship, make sure you just tell that person, and it'd be less complicated. But polys, they don't use it well. Jack, hi, who are you? Are you Jack of all trades? Because last time I checked, you're not. Guffridge. Who the fuck is Jack McGuffridge?
With your inner thoughts. I don't know, but it's definitely something. I mean, seriously, this is the
I have no idea. Channel activity. I just want to see who you are. I'm just curious now. I'm curious. Who are you? Oh, I thought that said pregnant. Never mind. I thought that said pregnant. That says pregame hockey, guys. That's pregame hockey. What about this channel? Emptiness. 2015. No, it's not. It's not YouTube TP, because you usually, so the YouTube TP, whatever the name is, will usually have like, oh, by the way, people can't send links in my channel, by the way. I did that on purpose. And for security reasons. So where's my little thing post? Where's it? Community, that's it. Mentions. So the UTP people, they'll spam shit like this and do like a mass spam. And then they'll call you out like, this is it. The loss will never falter. And they'll call you racist or something like that. So that's yeah. And this was the original logo. Well, it's a redesign of the original logo. So I don't know why they decide to be like fat cops. Are the UTTP into the fat patrol? Are you guys into fat people? I would like to know. Someone from the UTTP community, shout at me if you're into fat people. More power to you. We love everyone. So I know that. I know. Try and get their attention.
kind of shit that dudes would say in the 40s when it was just too dangerous for them to come out and say that they were gay. I mean, yeah, I just like to live with a bunch of dudes and all we do is talk about each other and work out. It's just more fun that way. It makes me a better man. Women are kind of gross. Why would I want to live with one? What do you mean, why don't we ever wear clothes?
But living with her is fucking gay. Either live alone or live with other guys that are high fucking earners, high go-getters, and iron sharpens iron, bro.
Huh? What the fuck? So you can only live with people that are high rollers and make a lot of money? Is that what you're saying? If they're not rich, you can't live with them? I don't even know if it's like, generally speaking, where they're like, in general, if it's just that guys can make money and you need to live with the rich and fuck the poor, I guess. That's his logic. It's not even about women or guys. It's about living with the people that make money. And he's Andrew Tate in this case because he's been, what's the word? It starts with the word B. Anyway, I'll think of it later and I'll edit it in. But he's Andrew Tate in that sense where he's defaming women because apparently they're the breadwinners of the house, and I'm assuming that's the logic. Back in the 1600s, women the breadwinners, the guys were the ones that made money and did the hard work. We don't live in the 16 or 1700s. I thought I'd point you out into reality of what we do live in. It's 2026, bro.
Iron sharpens iron.
Okay, so I'll bite just because this fucking viewpoint is so stupid. If the whole ideology here is that women are dumb and they're weak and they'll just bring you down, does that not mean that you are weak if you let that happen? Like, are you really a strong, worthwhile, valuable man if you have to live with a bunch of other dudes to not be a lazy piece of shit? Because to me, you sound like a loser. If you have to be around a bunch of other dudes...
Does he not have a YouTube channel? Army. Oh, great. He's for the Red Army.
dudes who are constantly telling you what to do, maybe you should work on being good on your own. If you can't just self-motivate, if you have to be around other people constantly to get anything done, if you have to be around high earners to be a high earner, do you really have the capability to do anything on your own? Or are you just a lousy follower? Because I thought that's like the worst thing to these guys. Aren't you supposed to be like an alpha leader? I don't know. Seems like the whole ideology kind of collapses in on itself when all these strong dudes apparently cannot be strong dudes if they're around a woman for too long. Sounds like you're actually pretty fucking weak in the mind if that's the case. Doesn't really seem all that alpha or impressive to say, I can only behave like the people who are around me. If everyone around me is lazy, I mean, what other option do I have?
See? That's what I said.
If you don't understand these rules, here's what's going to happen. You're going to constantly get used and abused by women. You're going to...
Huh? Used and abused by women? Oh, no.
always get fucking, thrown to the side of the road, cheated on, or just like basically like taken advantage of.
You got a cute Hunter X Blanky? Oh no! Oh, sew it back up. Sew that cute Hunter X Blanky up. Is it PG or not PG? Actually all my blankets are PG. I only have one likey blanky. My pillowcases though, they are not PG. I got 2 non-PG pillowcases. I also have a non-PG desk mat over here. I can't show because that's the thing. But I do have a PG one in front of me, so. And I got my non-PG art over there, There's a reason that mine got motion and you don't. No, I have motion because, wait, are we talking about like. Wait, what were we talking about him getting motion? I don't even know who this fucker is. I even looked up who Myron is in the first place. He just popped up on August, the Duck channel, and I was like, ooh, this sounds interesting. He's talking about gay shit. Oh, no. I'm sure someone can go fix that for you, bud. Are you laughing at me?
That's what's going to happen. Girls are going to constantly talk back to you. They're not going to take you seriously. They're going to disrespect you. And you're just going to live a miserable life. And this is what your father, your uncle, your brother, none of these are going to tell you what I'm telling you. Okay? This is decades of fucking experience. Living with your girl is not a good idea in most situations.
So it was the situations that are good that you can live with your girlfriend or your girl or your wife or your hubby.
Really isn't. Okay?
Okay, so like again, as he's saying here, he says this is from decades of experience. Is this him just admitting that he...
How old is this fucker? How old is he? I'm gonna look this shit up because now I'm just curious. He's talking about decades of experience. Andrew Tate is only 38 fucking years old, bro. So he only has like maybe less than 2 decades of actually worth experience on this shit. Age. What the fuck is that? God, that's so weird. Age. They don't even say. Holy shit. I don't even know how old this fucker is. Your age. Oh, damn. Oh, shit. Do people hate him that much? Religion stars? What the fuck? What? Oh, God. Age. I won't ask. Oh, here we go. 36 years old. February 1999 makes him 36 years old, bro. He's got, at best, maybe a decade and a half experience with this shit. Maybe. And that's me being nice. But he's talking about decades. You ain't in your 50s or 60s? Shut up.
He can't be around women too long, or he becomes weak. Like, I doubt he'd ever come out and just say that flat out, because I think he just wants to blame all of his issues on women, but that's what he's saying. I don't know how else you'd really take it if he's
a fucking misogynist, that's it.
Saying this is from decades of experience. Is that not him admitting that any time he has lived with a woman, he's become lazy and lost his self-respect? If that's what's happening here, I feel like that's a reflection of you rather than any sort of reflection on the woman.
Like, yo, if you got to run shit by your girl, what are you doing? What the fuck? I don't want to do business with some nigga that's got to ask his wife for permission. That's fucking bro.
No, you don't have to ask for permission every time, but it's respectful for communication from both parties, so both parties understand what's going on, and there's not questions that could be brought up later or suspicions that could be brought up later because both parties are being honest and truthful. Okay? I don't know how hard that is to say, and I'm only fucking 33 years old, bro. I understand that shit. You're older than me. You can't understand that shit. That's why you don't have any girl with you in your life, or you're single. Most likely, you're probably single, or he's one of those pricks that just buys people off the street and be like, "Hey, I want a one-time thing," and bye, pay you money.
That's gay. That's stupid. Well, Myron, I live with a girl. That actually makes me less gay. No, it makes you very gay because your girl's gonna turn you into a fucking bitch. Okay.
I mean, if I lived with a man, kind of want that, to be honest. I like being submissive. If you guys don't know, can't tell based off the pictures I post, I don't mind being the bitch of the relationship. You know, it's not a bad thing. But if you're not submissive and you're like this dude where he has to take control of everything, that's up to you. My day is going great. It's pretty relaxing. Just been watching TV series House. I've very much enjoyed that, and I've been sent on my stream. Did 2 videos uploads today, so they'll be coming out. One is gonna come out tomorrow. The next one is coming out in 2 days from now on, and I have a 3rd video working on about my Pikachu backpack, and then I'll work on another live stream before that. So 4 videos. Oh, nice, Jonathan, nice. Hope your recovery goes smooth.
Hey, your girl's gonna 100% turn you into a bitch because women are lazy. Do you get that? Women are fucking lazy. They're not like us. They don't have a natural proclivity to fucking work.
The funniest thing on the planet to me is when a guy who does the same job as me complains about other people not wanting to work. My brother in Christ, we have the easiest.
Women are, oh shit. Oh god. What does this say? Hold up. In this house, we believe women are dumb. Trainees are mental. Oh damn. So, listen. Can I point this out? I did not say this. Read that. They are crooks. So wait, you have that poster, sir, right? You have that poster, and oh my god, this guy thinks that he's a fucking crook. Holy shit. Jews run America. No, they don't. Back in the it's true, back in the 1700s, Jews actually were very, very wealthy, and they were considered the hierarchs in the class, but that's because of how they were raised and treated, and time difference changed, and yeah. Certain parts of the world was out like that. Indian something, it was not 6 something. Debrief. And why women deserve less. Is that a book? What's that? You have a PhD or you have a degree? Caution.
Job on the planet. We just complain on the internet all day long. If we were born 100 years ago, we'd be the guy on the street corner just yelling shit all day, and we'd be homeless. Also, it seems like guys like this are just incapable of looking past lived experience. Like Myron, if you lived with a woman and it changed how you behaved, that's perfectly fine. I'm also not like disputing that happens. Obviously, like who you live with is going to influence you, but it influences everybody differently, and you going onto the internet and being like, it's going to turn you gay to live with a woman because I guess you didn't like the way it made you feel when you lived with one yourself is fucking insane. And it
probably multiple ones, actually. I don't think it's just one. It's probably multiple.
Also just makes no sense.
Or he's trying to get fame like Andrew Tate's. And then go to jail for what Andrew Tate's did. Maybe that's his goal. Maybe he just wants to be another Andrew Tate 2.0 and replace Andrew Tate's. God, that would be hysterical.
I feel like a man marrying a woman and deciding to live with her has got to
My mindset is that you respect me. I treat you like royal. You disrespect me, you get my damn claws. Love that. Beautiful.
be like a top 10 least gay thing a man can do.
Women don't have to be hard workers to get laid. Women don't have to be hard workers to get sexual access and or reproduce.
Wait. So, guys don't have vaginas. We can't reproduce. That's a woman thing. Alright? I just thought I want to point out the very, very obvious 101 fucking biology in case you guys... This guy clearly doesn't fucking understand. Like... And no, if being active sexually has nothing to do with, you know, whether you have to try hard or not. It depends on you yourself whether you want to try hard or not. Not anyone else's. Do women get more action than guys usually? Depends. Depends on the individual. Like, you know, if I was more open about myself and I went out to parties and, like, what was it? Have a good day, Jonathan. Like, yesterday, 2 days ago, I went to a pup event and I had quite a bit of action. But guess what? It's not like I was like, hey, come here. Can I just give you a smoochie and kissy and do all that? No, I didn't do that. People just randomly came up to me and I was okay with it. Now, if you want more action, then you gotta do that yourself. You gotta initiate that. Or you gotta get lucky in life. But the whole like reproductive part, that's only a woman thing.
You do though.
Okay, so I'm really not trying to like get bogged down, get stuck in the weeds here on this like bullshit
Get you some period. I love that. Yes.
incel discourse, but the idea that a man needs to be like a high earner, super successful guy to get laid is quite possibly the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Now, like, look, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit here and try to say that the average person does not want to be with somebody that's successful and like has their shit together. That doesn't mean that's what happens though. I mean, do you think the memes on the internet about like girls who let their boyfriends borrow their cars while they go to work so they can hang out with their boys all day are just like the result of a shared hallucination? No, that's lived experience, Myron. Go to like your local Chili's and find a waiter who looks like he doesn't shower. Yeah, I promise you that guy's not alone at night. Anyways, I feel like on that note, we've probably seen enough of this for one day. It truly just baffles the mind to try and comprehend like what's...
Okay, let's do some research on this because I don't even know who the fuck this guy is. God, the guy is famous birthdays, Mary Gaines. Okay. Let's see if I can find his media account. Maybe through YouTube? Does he have a YouTube account? Does he? Oh shit, he does! Oh! Okay, I'm a conservative political culture and true crime what the fuck? What? Huh? This shit, what he does? What is this? And a former Homeland Security investigation. What the fuck? Is this shit? What books do you have? What? Oh shit. Reality in 2026. Oh, he just made this fucking book. Oh shit. The more you know. Your sex drive wants the fuel is great. Okay, what? What the fuck? No. No. Fresh and Fit podcast. The number one best. Interesting. Tara Robertson's hearing. Fox Local? Are you streaming this shit? You can't stream Fox Local. You get sued by Fox. Well, get shut down by Fox. Oh. Is this a... What the fuck? Spend more time with women. What is this shit? Oh, this information is like, kick.
The bottom line is, the more time you invest, the more money you invest, the more resources you invest in her, all that does is makes you more connected, not necessarily her. And she can leave at any time. Especially when you're no longer able to provide certain things like in
Only the dumb counts in the chat argue for counterpeculiar? The fuck? Few checkers throughout your lure again and smart reel of fish will bite.
this case, LeVar Ball wasn't an able-bodied man like he used to be. She lost attraction and moved on. No one is safe, bro. No one is safe. And I'm not saying this to undermine LeVar Ball at all. Guys, wildly successful, raised 2 good sons, but this is just female nature, guys. This is female nature. And in today's day and age, with the way that we are, with the way the sexual marketplace is, women have no incentive to be honorable and stay with their guy. They just don't.
That has nothing to do with women or men. What? No. Honor is based off if you guys are married in a relationship and you guys communicate and being honest with each other. That's being honorable and not lying to each other's face about it. If there's communication, it will go well. If you start hiding your true self from the other people that you're in a relationship with, man or woman, it won't go well.
Watch the clip real quick.
Yeah, what's that? Is this his fucking like promotion? What the fuck?
So,
I thought that's I thought at first that that's sex store. Oh,
this.
Just read that shit real quickly. Holy shit, my bad. I tried to make fun of your name, but I thought that says sex store. My bad.
Guys, we'll watch the clip real quick.
That's why, even you know, with my wife, you know, who Tina decided to go her own way. That's why you don't see her right here. But she want to go do something else. That's fine with me. We had our run. So even though she had the stroke and getting older, she would never be like, oh man. She was always beautiful in my eyes until you say, I want to
I don't know who the fuck this guy is.
go do something else.
Yeah.
Now you're not as beautiful to me again.
Cycle on to Google. What? The comments are weird.
And the fact that if you decide to go this way, I'm gonna go that way. That's fine. It is what it is, man. I mean, like I said, anytime you can find somebody you can stay in love with for a long time or for one day or whatever, if you can witness that love, that's good. I had that one, and I found somebody else, but it is.
Quality as shit. Is this high def? 1080p? Dude, I do 4K quality. You should be doing 4K quality at this point.
Is what it is.
Wait, who?
No need to worry. And you know
Sorry,
what? I'm gonna give you something, and it's somebody who's working for me.
Probably younger and hotter as well. Why am I showing you guys this clip? For those of you guys that don't know, LeVar Ball stuck by his wife when she was having strokes, etc. And then I think he got an injury himself. Something is wrong with his leg, right? And they ended up divorcing. And what I want to talk about real quickly before I get off of YouTube is that you guys got to understand that there's no equity with women. You guys really got to understand this concept that there is zero equity when it comes to women, okay? And relationships. A lot of guys think, I'm going to invest more time, I'm going to invest more resources in her, she's going to, you know, treasure me as a part of that, whatever. All you're doing when you do that is you are buying some goodwill with her to a degree, but women are always going to, they always reserve the right to leave you, okay, for any reason. And a lot of times,
anyone deserves the right to leave you for any reason. Like, why are we so fixated on just women? You just a misogynistic motherfucker that's just like, oh, I hate this woman. I think she got a problem because she got a little dimple on her face. Or I hate this woman because she started a fight with this dude. Or I think that, what? Why? What makes you hate someone, you know, one group so much that you become a misogynist prick and just like attack them?
what they'll leave you for is like, they'll say, oh, I don't.
That's how you get fucking cancel culture, bro. That's what happened to Andrew Tate. He ended up being cancel culture. Yes, he got banned on YouTube in the search fucking engine, bro. What was it? 2 years ago? It was like 2 or 3 years ago. You literally could not type Andrew Tate in YouTube and find his account anywhere. Or his name. Like, he was beyond what's called blacklist bans is when YouTube basically bans the use of that name, and when you type that in the search engine, it doesn't exist. And YouTube actually removes those words and phrases and keywords and key inputs that allow you to search that information. And that's usually an issue when it comes to either, legal reasons, or it can be detrimental to the platform itself. And whatever the fuck Andrew Tate did was clearly detrimental to the platform itself. So bad that YouTube has banned his word name. Now, I don't know if that's the case now, but Andrew Tate, God, did terrible.
The spark anymore, or oh, I don't feel this anymore, some other like that. So they can leave you at any time based on how they feel, right? From the time we're little boys, we're told, hey, work really hard, go to school, right? Get education, get a good job, save your money, invest, and if that money is going to pay back dividends to you, the harder you work, the more you're going to get out of it.
I was never told that as a kid. Neither was my sister. So sorry, clearly that's not true. But in general speaking, sure, if you work harder, you'll sometimes do better. Life throws stones at every turning point you live, at every point you live in life, and so that doesn't necessarily work out in people's favors, even if they do work their butts off.
The only realm where this mindset doesn't work is when you deal with women, guys, okay?
Andrew Tate's 2.0. Andrew Tate's 2.0.
Spending more time with women and investing more in them typically doesn't benefit you. It only hurts you. It puts you more in the hole. And the other problem also when you invest more with women is what's going to happen is you're going to be more invested and you're going to do crazier shit. You don't want to lose that investment. So anytime you guys see these guys crashing out over a girl or whatever, it's because they've invested a significant amount into that woman. Maybe.
I mean, I feel like that's called a relationship when you don't want to lose someone and you love someone, or a friend when you don't want to lose or love someone like that. You'll invest more time and effort into someone that you know than some random stranger that you don't know. That's just factually speaking true. Like, I'm not gonna give money to some random person that I don't know just because they're like, I need money. Why? You've got options. Some good, some bad, but you have options in the end. If my friend asks me they need money or something else from me, that's a different story. That's easier to do because I know that person and I care about them.
They paid her college off. Maybe they've been with her forever. Maybe they, forego certain opportunities to be with her. So when you see guys like simping and doing all this other shit, that's an overinvestment, right? You got to be able to cut your losses. Guys, I get rejected by girls all the time. All the time.
I wonder why. I wonder why you get rejected by girls all the time. If it wasn't obvious now, it's fucking obvious now, bro. Or it's obvious now. If it wasn't obvious before, that's what I meant to say.
Just move on. Every day I get rejected by some chick. Hit her up, no response. All right, whatever. Move on. Who cares? Who cares? Right? It's the game. It's just the game. It's just how it is. So you can't invest too much with women. You just got to talk to the next girl. You just got to move on. Right? Hit up a girl, no response. Hit up a girl.
See, I feel like he'd have better being gay and having sex with a guy than a woman at this point. Just, sir, my advice for you, get into furries. Get into... Yeah, you can get into pup play. That's fine. Go look at some yaoi. And you may do better in that field, sir. My professional advice.
Oh, blocked. Okay, hit up a girl. She responds a day or two later. This is just the game. And this is why it is so impressive when men are able to get women, because rejection is a part of the game. Someone dropped in a super chat yesterday. Oh, clavicular is getting turned down by threes in Paris. Well, that's bad for y'all niggas then.
What the fuck was that sound for? There's no reason to have that sound. Like, what the fuck?
If clavicular is getting turned down by threes like you guys are claiming, that's really bad for the rest of us. Okay? Really bad. That's the honest response I can respect from Myron. Yeah, bro, I told you guys, no one is above this. I strike out all the time with chicks. All the time. All the time I strike out. Don't think I'm like some Romeo over here, but I'm showing you guys to illustrate that it's a part of the game. It's a part of the game is getting rejected, and even if you invest in girls, they still reserve the right to leave you any time with the way modern feminism is.
That has nothing to do with feminism. It has to deal with how much you're committed and the other party is committed to being with you in a relationship. If they're both not committed, one of them is not committed, then it won't work out. You either try to make it work out, fix it, or move on. It has nothing to do with feminism. Stop talking about the 1980s and 1990s movement. Actually, 1960s and through early 2000s feminist movement.
Feminism tells women to leave relationships when they're not happy. Do you guys get that? They're not going to stick it out through thick and thin, through trials and tribulations, through sickness and health, like with their vows. That shit's cooked, bro. That shit's cooked.
I know several people that have done that and are in a long-term relationship, have been married for over 50 plus years. Don't give me that bullshit. Yes, is it true that marriage ends 40 to 50% of the time? Yeah, but that's general truth for men and women. Why is that? There's nothing to do with feminism, has nothing to do with sexism, and certainly has nothing to do with women. You're just making it about women because you're a misogynist bastard and you just hate every woman. And it also explains why you get fucking rejected based off what you said.
You guys didn't realize that I talk about, dude, I get rejected all the time. Guys, when I covered more dating, I told you guys, I used to go 1 in 40 in the club. I'll talk to like 40 chicks just to get laid by one. It was a...
That's bad. That's terrible. I didn't have to talk to anyone in 3 nights ago when I was going to this pup event, and I got 3 people to kiss me without doing shit. You know why? Because I didn't have to try, because I'm, not attacking people and not being a dick about it. I'm just being myself. But clearly, you fail at being yourself, sir. So, yeah, I need to go to a new route. Maybe the femboy route. Oh, you can't be a femboy. Does he have chest hair? If he does, he can't be a femboy. I mean, I guess you could shave it off and try, but just try and throw. I'm trying to help this guy out. Is it working? I can't tell. We'll see in a few years from now. I don't know. It's a good question. I'm trying to make this fucker like convert to being gay. That's my new goal in life. My new goal. Hi Neil, welcome to the stream.
You had to cold approach a bunch of girls. I can't do that now because now like I'm famous and I can't do that shit now. But before, yeah, dude, I was striking out left and right all day, So no one is immune to this shit, dude. No one is immune to this shit. Even LeVar Ball, This is just a game. So what is the takeaway from this? The takeaway from this, gentlemen, is simply this. Do not invest too much in women. Just that's what it comes down to. Do not invest too much in women and have multiple chicks. And it's sad because with her, right, he gave her all this and she still left him. When he needed help, she left him. He stuck by her when she was getting strokes. She was stuck by him when he has his health issues. That's the game, guys. That is the game.
Wait. My camera died. Hold up. Wait. My camera died. Wait. RIP. Overheated. Oh, it only lasted like for 40 some minutes. This stupid camera is fine. I'll just finish the recording here. Alright. RIP heating issue. Oh! Oh. There we go.
Weakness to women is looked at as inherently unattractive and they hate it, right? Briffel's Law, chat. Never forget Briffel's Law. Let me show y'all what Briffel's Law is so you guys really understand this. Because not enough of you understand this, man. Once you understand this, start to like really accept how women move and you don't get mad, okay? And I think I have another tweet here that also I talked about. Oh yeah. So here's Briffel's Law. Briffel is known for what's called Briffel's Law. The female, not the male, determines all conditions of the animal family. So what does this mean? Women pretty much exclusively control reproduction and who has access to
Briffel's Law. Wikipedia. Robert Briffel. What is Briffel theory? A relationship can't exist between a man. Who the fuck is Briffel? What the fuck is this shit? Oh. Relationship can't exist at the... What the fuck? Oh, shit. Does it clearly apply to human society? Anyone who thinks it does deep understand social power. Oh, so this is a social power context issue. Oh, damn. This is like some Freud shit territory. I mean, Freud made some unique discoveries, but like no one thinks in the modern psychology world that Freudism actually applies to that sense in how babies feel, experience, and sense the actual functionality of the human body. This is like that shit. Good God, but with women.
To reproduction, okay? Make peace with this, chat. Burn this into your brain. The female, not the male, determines all conditions of the animal family. So if you get rejected by a girl, who cares? Move on.
The female is not dominant. That's not how a dominant relationship works. It's usually either the guy or the female who choose to be dominant. And so, but sometimes neither partner wants to be dominant, and that works to both parties' benefit because it's just not their interest. And so,
okay, move.
Oh, someone mentioned men can't get pregnant because I was like watching August the Duck stream video, and he was like, "Yeah." He mentioned that men can get pregnant. I'm like, 2 more weeks. Yep, men cannot get pregnant. This guy is an idiot when he said that.
Move on. Who cares? 9 out of 10 times when a girl rejects you is because she thinks that she could do better. When a lot of times they can't. They really can't most of the time. So that's what it is. So I also have another thing here that I'm going to talk about with Brooklyn's Law as well. I told my husband of 20 years, this is going to be crazy. But guys, understand that there's no equity with women. The bottom line is there is no equity with women. There's none. The more time you invest, the more money you invest, the more resources you invest in her, all that does is it makes you more connected, not necessarily her. And she can leave at any time, especially when you're no longer able to provide certain things. Like in this case, LeVar Ball wasn't an able-bodied man like he used to be. She lost attraction and moved on. No one is safe, bro. No one is safe. And I'm not saying that
attraction is one of those factors that people care about. And this has nothing to do with, again, has nothing to do with being a man and woman. Attraction is neither a man and woman deterministic factor. It is an individual factor that a person sees in another individual and thinks that they like them or they're attracted to them. It has nothing to do with being a man and woman. It's an individual perspective.
it's a undermine LeVar Ball at all. Guys, wildly successful, raised 2 good sons, but this is just female nature, guys. This is female nature. And in today's day and age, with the way that we are, with the
a female nature that he's focusing that dominates men and thinking that women are dominatory in our relationships in terms of making decisions and have the power and the concept of making wealth, which is not how that works at all. That's a weird way of thinking.
way the sexual marketplace is, women have no incentive to be honorable and stay with their guy. They just don't. Mass media has told them, if you are not happy in a relationship, move on. You deserve a happy life. You deserve the best of the best, no matter how you are, right? I
agree with the general statement that if you're not happy in a relationship, either try, well, not necessarily. I think you should at least try to make it work until you're just like, nope, and then move on. But if you don't bother trying making a relationship work in the first place, did you really love that person in the first place? The answer is probably not. So in the end, it really wasn't a relationship because you didn't have a feeling for them. Or you lost feeling for them because it was a long-term relationship and you got bored in something that changed, or it's consistent in that relationship and you want change. So, yeah.
Normally, a woman her age would never leave. You would realize that her chances in the market are cooked. But
no, there's a 50% chance. There's like 40-50% chance divorce rate, men and women. I don't know where he gets that information. Look at statistics before you make statements like that.
Thanks to feminism and the way the market is now, older women still think they got a
has nothing to do with feminism.
Chance. It used to be if a chick was in her 30s, right? She wouldn't divorce because she knew that if she got back out there, it's going to be cooked. I guarantee a bunch of y'all right now, we're parents, or if you guys have older parents, like your mom probably stuck with your dad because she knew that if she went back out there, it'd be over. They were smart enough to realize that, like, you're going to get back out there as an older woman, you're not going to do as well. They were just red-pilled on this topic. Older women are red-pilled on this. But, like, these younger women, they're so...
Yeah, if you're, like, 70, 80, or 90, you'll probably do less well in finding another person to be in relationship. And I'm talking about marriage. Talk about sheer marriage. But that doesn't necessarily rule out the chances of you dating. So, but marriage probably won't happen. Dating, Yes.
Dumb, and the social media has programmed them so much where they think they actually have a chance. So anyway, let's we're gonna cover this thing right here. This comes from Reddit. This is brutal.
Reddit. Oh, I need to ask the source of where he got the information. Clown World trademark. Oh dear.
But I'm going to read it over there. I told my husband of 20 years that he was just my safety net. My husband is ready to divorce me over a wedding seating arrangement. When we met, I was heavily pregnant, sleeping in my car, and abandoned by my ex. This man stepped in, married me, and paid for every single cent of my daughter's upbringing and private schooling for 2 weeks. Now, she is 20. She is marrying a 25-year-old from a very wealthy high society family. When the invitations went out, my husband found out he wasn't even invited. My daughter invited her biological father to walk her down the aisle. He is furious, packing his bags and screaming about betrayal after 20 years of financial sacrifice. He completely refuses to see the bigger picture. We are dealing with elite people. Being a step-parent bringing a step-parent into the equation looks messy to the new in-laws. Having her real father there looks cohesive and respectable. I had to protect my daughter's future and social standing. When he courted me tonight about the disrespect, I finally told him the truth. I never asked for his charity. He chose to play the savior back then, and I just took the only survival.
So this is a random rant that has no bare meaning in how women and men live in society and marriage or dating relationship or even in power movement or any of that. This was just a shitty outcome for the people in that post. That's all this is. This has zero bearing in what he's actually talking about. Proves to me that he's got no information on how to do research before he starts speaking out of his asshole mouth, and he's just a misogynistic person that seeks for the worst possible representation of people. Great. I can find a lot of those, but I don't.
Option I had. He is calling me ungrateful, but I did what any mother would do for her child. Oh, man. Now, whether this specific story is true or not isn't really relevant, but understand that this is happening every single day, okay?
It's not happening every single day.
This is not a far-fetched story. We all probably know somebody that did this before, or something similar to this. It might not be this exact back pattern, but what is the bottom line? The bottom line is that this guy made an enormous amount of sacrifice, financial, emotional, time-wise, for this woman and her daughter who is not his biological daughter. And when the big day comes, she walked down the aisle with the guy that was never there, right? And this goes back to what I was saying before. It's a thankless position, being a step parent. You know, I get it. If you're bringing kids to the relationship and she's bringing kids, I get it. But for all you guys that are single, man, you gotta be careful getting into this. And her response basically shows like what I've always said. Brooklyn's law, man. Hypergamy is an evil thing, man.
Okay. So based off my quick glance of that, whatever Griffith Solomon bullshit crap, which has zero bearing in how the world actually works, focuses on the misogynistic aspect of women taking control and being dominant. That also has nothing to do with this scenario that he's bringing up. Part of it does. But if we're talking about a law, a theory, an idea, all those check boxes have to be checked off for that to apply. So if we're talking about, let's just talk about basic math 101 equation. 2 plus 3 equals 5. What are the qualities for that statement to be true? Well, one side has to equal the other side, and one side has to also be true in that statement value where the other side is equivocal. If those two things are not true, then that equation doesn't hold validity. Basic math 101 principle can be applied with Bristol's law and this exact statement. Do they all check the exact same boxes in that one note that you read? My guess is probably not. Being a nerd out here. It's great when you know a lot of stuff and you can apply other real world stuff to other scenarios that you know. My recommendation is ignore people that are being mean to you. I've said that multiple times and moving on.
But yeah, anyway, yeah. So this is Briffel's law, guys. This is hypergamy in the open, and this is Briffel's law in the flesh, man. In the flesh. Like, bro pulled her out of her car. He was poor, probably homeless, all this. Married her, gave her everything, and still ended up taking the L in the end. Guys, this is hypergamy. This is female nature. You can't get mad. You just got to accept it, man. You just have to accept it. You just have to accept it. And I got to give you guys red pills like this. So
there's also a thing called chaos theory, which is a higher level math / physics area where it states that nothing is set in motion and everything is set in random order that has no necessarily explanation behind that randomness motion. Now we can calculate the first few random events and the random motions, but we're not able to predict those next actions. Take the butterfly effect. One action leads to the next consequence, but that next consequence is not necessarily predictable unless you can foresee the future and what happens. Take two atom particles. You can't necessarily see two atoms. I think I'll have to share it later, but it's got to deal with how the particles move simultaneously and interact with each other. So nature's chaos theory. People are chaos theory. There's a lot of things that fit in with the definition of chaos theory in terms of patterns not being observed in the future order. And this is one of those cases.
So you guys understand what you're dealing with. This is modern women, and this is the perfect example when I tell you guys, men.
Thank you. Yeah, it's actually fully healed on the outer layer, and so like I can now just take a bath and like do the rubbies and pat my little likey. Hi Mark. Hi, welcome. Also hi Samuel, welcome. Glad you guys could join. But yeah, in a nutshell, if we're looking at how human behavior works, how people interact, how the world works, it all boils down to the principle of chaos theory that's unpredictable from one action to the next action in the future events. So, but whoever the fuck this guy is, right? Whoever the fuck this idiot is, what did he say he have? I'm conservative political culture and true crime commentator, live streamer, and I live stream fed reactions to my true crime series. So if it's just reactions, you background check the information before you start live streaming and give that information out. And why are you actually live streaming about something that has nothing to do with your channel in the first place regarding to true crime, politics, or culture? Being a misogynistic prick has nothing to do with any of this. Like, did you just start this because there was like a reason for you to start this? Like, or like, are we just, oh, let's see how long this has been going. Israel is what? Oh God, oh my God, this guy is asking to be like, God.
The bottom line is, the more time you invest, the more.
Where are we at? Oh, we're in like this part.
Line is, there is no equity with women. There's none. The more time you invest, like your mom probably stuck with your dad because she knew that if she went back out there, it'd be over. They were smart enough. Their guy, they just don't. Mass media has told them, like in this case, LeVar Ball wasn't an able-bodied man like she. Today's day and age, with the way that we are, with the way the sexual marketplace is, women have no incentive to be honorable and stay with their guy. They just don't. Mass media has told them, if you are not happy in a relationship, move on. You deserve a happy life. You deserve the best. Chances in the market are cooked. But thanks to feminism and the way the market is now, older women still think they're going to be cooked. If you guys have older parents, like your mom probably stuck with your dad back these. I'm going to read it over there. I told my husband I was 75 in his bed. Oh, man. Now, whether this is not a fact, back when the big before she's bringing kids, I get response basically shows like what I've always said. Briffel's law, man. Hypergamy is an hypergamy in the open, and this is Briffel's law. Homeless, all this. Married her, gave her a law, guys. This hypergamy thing, man. But yeah, anyway, yeah. So this is Briffel's law, guys. This hypergamy in the open, and this is Briffel's law in the flesh, man. In the flesh. Like, bro pulled her out of her car. He was poor, probably homeless, all this. Married her, gave her everything, and still, and
wait, he was poor, probably homeless. You're making all these assumptions, and yet he threw money at her, being poor and homeless. What the fuck?
ended up taking L in the end. Guys, this is hypergamy. This is female nature. You can't get mad. You just got to accept it, man. You just have to accept it. You just have to accept it. And I got to give you guys red pills like this so you guys understand what you're dealing with. This is modern women, and this is the perfect example when I tell you guys, you know, men fall in love, women fall in business, man. Men fall in love, women fall in business. So this is where we are now. This is where we are, my ninjas.
Well, there's more information on this misogynistic guy. And like, yeah. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit that like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. And stay tuned for tomorrow for a video. Bye, y'all.